What is up, everybody? Happy Thursday evening. It's game time almost. In a couple hours, we're going to have the first game of the week. We're going to have the Raiders taking on the Broncos. Some Thursday night action. And so, of course, that means you want to get your lineups all good to go before week 10 officially kicks off. You may also have waiver wire questions, a lot of trade questions this week because trades are not going to be a thing too much longer. So the NFL trade deadline was this week, and we broke down all the kind of winners and losers from that. But you got to make sure you get the trades done in your league. And this is, I think, probably one of the best times to make a trade. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely, because we have a lot of information now. There's not like that much, like you said, not much time left, but not that much time left in the season either, right? So, like, guys can always get hurt, of course, at any time, but you mitigate that risk a little bit, and we just have clear roles about you feel good about guys that have either going to produce or not produce. Like, it's very rare that we have a complete turnaround at this stage of the season.
Yeah, doubtful. I mean, you got to shake the preseason expectations for certain players, also for certain teams. I think like you keep waiting for like Washington, they were supposed to be a favorite. Like, when is it going to happen? Like, maybe it's not going to happen this year. Just one of those years. Thought certain teams were going to break out, and maybe they haven't. Maybe they're not going to. And maybe we have to take some of these teams for like seriously now, like Seattle and Indianapolis. These surprise teams. These are the teams that are performing this year. We have half a season now. I think the sample size is big enough. So
yes,
yeah. All right, so we got let's talk about Raiders Broncos just a little bit because that's tonight's game. And I will say last week, coming off the bye, the Raiders did look better. The offense, Geno Smith chose not to throw multiple interceptions. Brock Bowers being back seems to have helped. I mean, is that as simple as that? Like, Bowers plays, hey, we actually can score points?
Well, I don't know if it's as simple as that, but certainly having, arguably your best offensive player back will help any offense here. But also, I think, getting to play the Jaguars probably helped as well. We'll see if they can have the same level of success tonight on the road against Denver.
Well, that's the problem. Denver has a pretty good defense, and with Pat Surtain out, still pretty good, right? That doesn't mean all of a sudden he's going to carve them up, like Swiss cheese or something, or should I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. Geno Smith still has plenty of risk to me, but Bowers, I don't think there's much risk for Bowers. What about guys like, and we'll get questions about Trey Tucker, who is now technically the number one receiver for the Raiders, but it's still the Raiders. Brock Bowers is still the number one target there, and this is still the Broncos. So predictions for Trey Tucker in gang.
Trey Tucker is always hard to project or predict because he feels very all or nothing. I don't really see his role significantly changing. It's not like Jacoby Myers was getting 8, 9, 10 targets a game, and now those are gone. So, like, Trey Tucker can always score, I guess. He could always hit a big play, I guess. But I don't feel great about it.
Yeah, don't feel great. He's startable, but this always depends on who else you got. What else is going on in your roster. Is why we do the start sit questions, because we got to know who's your other option. So we'll do those. On the Broncos side, Raiders defense, not great. You feel like the Broncos, after last week in a really tough matchup, which we knew they would struggle offensively, to put up big points. Do you think they kind of bounce back here because it's the Raiders, or you think this might be kind of evenly matched on both sides?
This should be a bounce back for the Broncos at home against the Raiders. I feel like this should be a bounce back. I like Sutton. I definitely like Franklin. I think Dobbins and Harvey are okay. I just worry, like, can Harvey continue to score every 5 times he touches the ball, basically? And on Dobbins, like, is he just going to have his upside continue to be capped by Harvey? So, but this feels like it should be a bounce back spot for the Broncos.
Yeah, I think like a mild bounce back. Like, I don't expect the Broncos. I just don't think the Broncos are that kind of team. Like on offense, they're just going to like crush a defense, even a bad team, right? If they're winning, they're going to put up 40 something points. Like I just don't feel like that's this team. And they don't need to because they have a good defense. That's the problem. When you have a team with a good defense, the offense doesn't need to pick up the pace quite as much. So that's part of it. But I think it should be at least a competitive game. Let's put it that way. That's all we can ask for. All right. We just want healthy competition.
Yes.
No, you're like, I want points, lots of points.
Well, yeah, that's what we really want.
We really want
no defense, all offense.
Right. We'll see. Thursday night, anything goes. All right. So we do have 2 hours until kickoff, not the 3 that we get sometimes on the other streams. So we'll make sure we get as many questions in as possible. You know how this works. If you super chat, you definitely answer it no matter what. If you're a member, we'll put up as many of your comments and questions as possible. And of course, we're going to talk about some of these questions on Draft Lane. But first, you also have 2 hours to get this free pick. Ashton Genty just getting a yard. That's right. If it sounds too good to be true, well, it's not. If you're a new customer to Underdog, you take advantage of this. Ashton Genty gets a yard. You win that pick. You get this if you're signing up for the first time on Underdog using code ENDGAME, the free pick plus up to $1,000 worth of bonus cash in your account. They'll match half of your deposit, and then they'll give you another $100 in bonus cash as soon as you spend $5 towards any pick. So it's win-win-win. You get the free pick, free cash, and more free cash, but you have to use code ENDGAME when you're signing up. This is for new customers on Underdog. You should try it out if you haven't yet. All right, and then we're going to also show you the Draft Lane app. Fire that up because, well, I think you need to know about it. This is where we answer your questions 24/7. We had a lot of questions this week, which is it's good. Questions are good. That's how you get answers. We don't want you just like shooting blind. So let's show you the app here. Also should mention, just like use code ENDGAME, you get 100 free dollars in bonus funds on Underdog. Well, on Draft Lane, if you use code ENDGAME right here in the settings wheel, you get 10 free points, and that helps you ask your questions. So we've got a couple of questions. Rate my team. You can do that. You can do start sit, waiver wire trade, or just ask a question. I figure start sit makes sense. And let's see this. Can you help me with start sit for my lineup this week? Yes, we can. All right, we got Darnold at QB, Jefferson, London, Monty, Achane, Jawan, JK. Okay, so Daniel Jones. So between Jones and Darnold.
Ooh.
One's
It's
close.
actually tough. I think I'm going to go Darnold. That one's very close. That one's very close for me.
It is pretty close. I mean, the Falcons' defense obviously is not looked as good recently, but I still think Daniel Jones doesn't have a huge game. I mean, Cardinals' defense looks pretty good last week against the Cowboys, but it's just like an okay matchup. It's really close. It's really close. I think I just stick with Darnold. He had Darnold in there. Stick with Darnold.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I see Monangai here on the bench, but I did see today Swift. They said healthy, like he's full in practice.
Yeah. So, but I do wonder if I still start Monangai over Dobbins.
Well, Dobbins going tonight. So
actually, I have Dobbins a little bit higher than Monangai. So
yeah,
just stick with Dobbins. Should be fine against the Raiders tonight. Should be fine.
Yeah, Raiders not going to scare me off Dobbins. And if Swift is a full go, yeah, I think this is fine. Anybody else you want to start on the bench here? Walker, Hunter Henry instead of Joan Johnson, Christian Watson?
Nah.
Why do we have 3 tight ends? So look good?
Looks good.
Okay. Well, nice and easy. And I'm just going to explain why we're not making any changes with Swift. Seemingly healthy. It's less enticing to start Manun guy. Darnold versus Jones is close, but slight edge to Darnold. All right. There you go. So you can do that anytime, especially if you are in Yahoo or Sleeper leagues. Look, we just got another one. Then you can do this, and we can see your roster for the start set, and it syncs up. It's pretty cool. So try it out. It is Draft Lane, free download. All right, so let's get to the questions here, starting with very, very, very first question, Shane Byrne. 2, actually, quick questions. Diggs or Judkins?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think you got to go Judkins now against the Jets with Quinn and Williams gone.
And then who do you think has better potential for the rest of the season? I love those. Knicks or Dak?
I'm still gonna go Dak here, but I mean you don't have to choose one. You can mix and match if you want.
I like Dak as well. Pon Dulce with the first super chat. Woody Marks or RJ Harvey?
I'm gonna go RJ Harvey tonight.
You know, I was somewhat of a RJ Harvey truther in the preseason. I know it's not like the takeover or whatever, like they're still splitting. And I know it's just touchdowns, but I find myself putting RJ Harvey in a lot more lineups this week than ever before the season. So gotta feel he's startable. Although
Yeah.
did I see that Nick Chubb was limited in practice? He might miss.
Yeah, but I still don't know if that makes me like you can't wait and hope he misses. I mean,
Well,
Marks I think is okay this week. The Jags are actually pretty tough against running backs, but they do give up a lot in the receiving game to running backs. But I mean, even if Nick Chubb's out, how good can we still feel about Woody Marks? I'm still going to go RJ Harvey.
Yeah, it's still more like floor than ceiling for Woody. So, but yeah, you can't wait. We'll just go Harvey.
Yeah.
All right, Juan Pablo Guerrero, first member question. With Kraft out, yeah, that was another thing. It made me shed a tear. Not literally, but dropping Kraft in like 5 different leagues didn't feel great.
No.
Who should I pick up? Musgrave, his replacement, Loveland, Theo Johnson, Cade Otton, or Mason Taylor?
Well, I think I'd probably just go Loveland here. I mean, he might be my favorite this week, although I don't love the fact that the Giants play so much man. But I think Loveland gives me the most long-term potential here. Sounds like Golden might play this week. Maybe Wicks might be back too. I'd probably just go Loveland.
Yeah, it's for me between these choices, either Loveland. Like I think Musgrave is interesting. I talked about him as a stash. Yeah,
Right.
it's certainly an interesting stash, but we kind of want to see it first, right? Like, let's see if they actually target him. Otton would be the other choice just because they got some injuries there, but it's not a great matchup. So I'm fine with Loveland too. And then we have Michael Cazares, always on, traded Sutton for Dunze White and McLaurin. You got all 3 of them?
I mean, that's a win. I think just trading Sutton for Odunze is a win, let alone the other 2.
Yeah. Somebody really wanted Sutton. All right. Well, that's a win. Cody, looking for 3 wins. Here are 3 lineups.
All right.
And he swaps here. Bucky. Yeah, Bucky not looking great for this week.
Nope. Didn't practice again today. Not good. Not good. JT Genty, fine. Wilson, London, Gadsden, Judkins, Nico. Yeah, I think I'm good with this.
Yeah. Lineup number 2. Tracy, Godwin, Terry. I mean, there's nobody you can play except for Tracy. No, this is good.
Yeah, that one's
Lineup
fine.
number 3. Dimes and Dart instead of Dimes. I think we're good with this, right?
I like Dart over Dimes this week. Godwin, Terry, Slayton. Who do you got in there? Travion. Ooh. Travion Slayton. Let me see. Ramondre stalls in practice. Obviously, if Ramondre's out, I would definitely go Travion over Slayton. But I think if Ramondre plays, I would go Slayton. But it's not looking good for Ramondre, so let's leave Travion in there right now.
Yeah, let's wait. We can also wait and see here. I know you guys are going to come back on the weekend, check in on the injury reports and all that. Dion wants to know, do I dare start Bo Nix tonight as opposed to what, Darnold?
I mean, I feel like Nix is fine this week, but I also feel like Darnold is a little safer. So if you want to go Darnold, I'm fine with that. But I have no problem with Nix tonight at home against the Raiders. He should be great.
Yeah, he's not risky. I mean, we knew last week it wasn't going to be a good Nix week. Yeah, Nix is fine, but I'm still going Darnold because exactly what you said, just safer floor. And Manungai or Rashad White, this is non-PPR. I mean, with Swift playing and Bucky, probably not. It's got to be Rashad White, doesn't it?
I mean, it probably should be Rashad White, but look, Sean Tucker only had like 4 less carries before the bye. This is not a good spot against the Patriots.
No. Well, yeah. And I was about to say, but he catches passes, but this is non-PPR, so I guess that doesn't matter.
I mean, I think he only had like 2 catches left before the bye, too.
So touchdown upside. Who gets it? That's where I still think it might be Rashad White.
I mean, yeah, you probably still have to go Rashad White here with Bucky almost certainly out.
All right, that was close. Mike Baird, non-PPR makes it close. This is also non-PPR. Herbert, Franklin Dowdle, Kincaid, Pierce, Gibbs, and then the bench. Man. Okay. Any changes here? I mean, I'm down on AJB.
Yeah.
Starting Franklin over AJB is somewhat bold.
Yeah, I'm not there. I'm still putting AJB in. I mean, I'd put him in over Franklin and Pierce. So, I mean, I like both Franklin and Pierce this week. So if you want to keep Franklin in tonight, that's fine. You can flex AJ Brown over Pierce. Gadsden, Kincaid. I really like Kincaid this week. Tough to bench Gadsden, but I'll go with Kincaid. But I think I'm putting him. I don't think I'm putting AJ Brown. I know I'm putting AJ Brown in my lineup. Look, if Franklin and Pierce both outscore him, well, what do you do?
Well, I'll just say with this, I mean, I don't disagree with anything you said. If I'm sticking to my guns, which, look, we reserve the right to change our opinions throughout the week, especially based on injury news. But on the wide receiver start set, I actually went back and checked. I had Franklin as solid, and I have AJB as a flex. So, you know, I'm okay with Franklin instead of AJB. But again, this is your team, so Mike, do as you please. Jay, half PPR needs a running back and a flex. Aaron Jones, Genti, Chuba, Manungai, Harrison.
Genti's going to be your running back with Swift sounding back. Harrison's going to be flex. Genti and Harrison.
Yeah, agree with that. JCR, what is up? Okay, Love or McCarthy?
Can't say I feel fantastic about either this week, but I still have to go Love over JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm going Love over McCarthy. I think this will be a good, maybe not great, but pretty good week for McCarthy. But yeah, I don't think I put him over Love. Musgrave or Loveland?
I'm going to go Loveland. Yeah.
And then, Purdy's not playing. But would you put Pitts over Kittle is the question.
I don't think so. I'm still going Kittle here.
Yeah, still going Kittle. The Kittle has not quite lived up to expectations, to put it mildly, but it's not like Pitts is guaranteed to outscore him. Starman, welcome back. Needs lineup help. 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 receivers, a flex, a tight end. Got Dart. Henry, Kyron, Swift, Jones. Okay, we got 2 studs on bye. So which 2 receivers in the flex? And then Kittle has to be over Loveland still.
Yeah, Kittle over Loveland. I think you got to go Garrett Wilson, Nico. I mean, you got to go Henry, Kyron. I'm debating Swift. I'm going to put, with Swift playing this week in such a good matchup, I'm going to put Swift over I can put Swift over A.J. Brown. I'll flex Swift.
Yeah, Swift's looking good. So that's totally fine here. And you guys have Browns at defense. That's totally fine too. All right. Good evening, Bob. Bob's always on here. He says looking forward because this was a couple hours ago. He wants to thank us for the advice on not trading anybody. And look, Chris, you say it all the time. Sometimes the best trades you make are the ones you don't.
Exactly.
All right. Bobby Brook, how's it going? Crazy for thinking of benching Sutton for Slayton. A little bit.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. If Slayton outscores Sutton, so be it. I'm not benching Sutton for Slayton.
Yeah, there are there are some receivers I would put over Sutton. It's like you have to start him, but yeah, Slayton doesn't make that list. Arvin Angelis. Okay. Current Raiders number 1 receiver or former Raiders number 1 receiver this week?
Ah, man. I'll just go with Jacoby. I'd rather have the wide receiver in the Liam Cohen offense than the wide receiver in the Raiders offense facing the Broncos. I'll go Jacoby here.
I gotta think they're gonna get in the ball. They traded for him not to wait like 3 or 4 weeks, like ease him into it. No, they need him right now. So I think since this is the Broncos for Tucker, I'm fine with Myers. Someone dropped Darnold, but I'm last on the waivers. They don't get Darnold. Fields, who, by the way, has not officially been announced as a starter because now they're going to have to prepare for both again. Like, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Taylor or is it going to be Fields? Mariota or McCarthy?
I'd probably just go McCarthy here. Hopefully you get Darnold.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, even if it's Fields, not against the Browns. All right, Jordan Olson. After a few trades fueled by injuries, here's the playoff push team, 8-team. Okay, here it is. It's here. I know this is an 8-teamer, but still looks pretty loaded to me.
Yeah, pretty loaded here. Pretty loaded.
I mean, if Bucky actually comes back at some point, even better.
Exactly. Starting to have my doubt. He's like the Ricky Pearsall of running backs. Starting to have my doubts.
So far, he is. And then we got B-Dubs, Gadsden, or Pitts.
I think you got to go Gadsden.
And then one running back between Harvey, Knight, or Singletary.
I'm going to go Harvey. I like Harvey. I was sad that I was sitting down to do my notes for the sneaky starts, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to talk about RJ Harvey and Troy Franklin. And then I was like, wait, can't. They play tonight. So, because I do talk about Singletary, but I'd still play Harvey over.
Yeah, and as far as Bam, I mean, I haven't heard anything about Trey Benson like playing. Is he playing?
I haven't heard anything either, but it doesn't even matter. Like Demercado was more involved last week, and this is on the road against the Seahawks. No, thank you.
And we need 2-2 and a flex between these guys.
Yeah, Jacobs for sure, Dowdle for sure. I'm gonna go Diggs, Slayton, and I'm gonna flex Swift.
There you go. Good luck. And then Johnny with 22 Bear tonight. Which running back? Genty Dobbins.
I think you still got to go Genty here, even though he's got the tougher matchup.
Yeah, he's a bell cow. Dobbins isn't. That's it. JJ, Love, Warren, Kyron, Amon-Ra, Pittman, flexing Bowers. Looks like a Yeah, it is. It's a no tight end league. Well done. But 2 flexes. Got Bowers and I assume Tyron Tracy on the bench. Marks, Tet. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not super high on Tet this week, but I'm not starting Marks. I'm not starting Tyrone Tracy over Tet. I'll go with Tet.
And then a waivers, a bunch of quarterbacks you probably don't want to start. Yeah.
Nah, not over Jordan Love.
I think you're good. Christian Pedroso. Darnold or Caleb?
Another tough one. Caleb has a good matchup. Darnold's certainly your safer bet here. I probably go Darnold just to play it safe, but it's not a bad spot for Caleb this week. It really isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, Caleb, I don't know. I'm still a little skeptical. Last week was the Bengals. I'm just fine. I'm convinced with Darnold, right? Like, I'm fine with him. Bobby Brook now does have a different question. Ted, Slayton, Pierce, or Sutton? It's just one.
If it's just one, I'm going Sutton.
Yeah, I know we both kind of like Pierce this week, but again, not putting him over Sutton because the Raiders, he should be fine. Benny Black, how's it going?
What's up?
1 running back, 2 receivers, and a flex. Manungai, Harvey, Benson, Mason, Nico Downs, Pearsall, Parker, Washington. That's the first one.
I'm gonna go Manungai at running back. You got to go Nico. Oh, man. We got to choose between Josh Downs or Parker Washington. I have Josh Downs slightly higher, so I guess I'm going Nico Downs, and then I'll probably just flex RJ Harvey.
I'm on mute. Nothing wrong with RJ Harvey tonight. Here, speaking of team 2 here, got Nix or Darnold. I think we had already kind of said Darnold here, right?
Yeah, I don't mind Nix. Nix has the upside, but Darnold's safe. Darnold's fine.
Yeah, it'll be close. So here is also Harvey, K9, Benson, Mason, Sharps, Olamide Zacchaeus. And then you could possibly get Jalen Lane or Cedric Tillman on waivers. Did mention them both.
2 running back, Harvey, Benson, Mason. I'm going to go Harvey. I guess Mason, although I did see that Aaron Jones limited today. He's probably going to play, but I'll go Harvey, Mason, I guess. Oh, man. And then we got to flex one of these guys? Actually, you know what? I take it back. I like K9. I'm going to go Harvey, K9, Mason.
Harvey, K9, Mason. All right. Yeah. I would like to start Benson if he plays, but that's still an if. Then we have, let's see, John Shop. Romeo Dobbs or Troy Franklin?
Troy Franklin.
I like Franklin tonight too. Dan Cat. Although actually, hold on, rewind. You're starting Troy Franklin, if possible. We're going to say put him in your wide receiver spot and flex whoever was in your wide receiver 2 spot. All right. So first of all, Dan Cat gifted a membership to someone else. Thank you.
Nice.
Appreciate that. And then got a question here. Kyron, Dowdle, JK, and Genty have Aladdin at flex. Which 3 should I roll with? So I guess 2 running backs and a flex is the question. So Lad is an option.
So are we picking any 3 between Kyron, Dowdle, JK, Genty, and Lad?
I think so.
I'm going to go Kyron, Dowdle, and Lad. Assuming
I think
PPR.
Lad at flex is fine. Yeah. Okay. Can you force? Must starts, yes. Bichon, Lamar needs a running back, 2 receivers, tight end, and 2 flexes. This is super flex. It's a 14-teamer, pretty deep league. Okay, here are the choices. K9, Mason, Woody, Nico, Ted, Scary Terry is not an option. Loveland, Auden, Purdy's not an option either.
All right, I'm going to go Walker at running back. Nico and I guess Tet are your wide receivers because that's all you got. Loveland at tight end, 2 flexes. Oh, man. But it's super flex, so you got Flacco on bye though. Oh, jeez. And Purdy's not going to play. Oh, man, so we can't even put a QB in the super flex. Oh, man, I might just flex Otten and Mason. Ugh.
Yeah, it's deep league. You got deep league problems. So that's fine.
And then I think we missed a couple from earlier.
Oh, I didn't see that one. All right. Well, sorry, Bert. Let's do this. One flex, Douglas to Mercado Musgrave.
I'm going to go Demario Douglas. I like Douglas this week.
All right. Was there another one?
Yeah, we had this one from P.
Yeah, somebody else said that yesterday that some of the comments didn't go through. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't respond, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try again. Don't spam, of course, but we know our members. 12-team at PPR, no, 1 running back, 2 receivers, a flex, and a tight end between all these guys.
Aaron Jones, I'm still going to go Manungai at running back. I'm going to go Ibuka, Wan'Dale Robinson at wide receiver. I'll say I actually kind of like Aaron Jones this week. I think if Aaron Jones plays, I might flex him. If Ramondre's out, I'll go Henderson, though. Although it's not a great... Although they do... I will say the Bucs do give up a lot in the receiving game to running back, so that helps Hendo. And then I might look... It's kind of annoying. Harold Fannin apparently didn't practice today with a hamstring injury. Not sure where that came from. So I'm probably just going to go Njoku at tight end.
Yeah, we'll see. You might need to check in again later this weekend. Well, let's do that for now. Mike Altwheel.
Wait, hold on. He hit another one.
Okay. Also worth trading for Gadsden. Guy I'm trading needs receivers. Okay. These receivers is fine for Gadsden. Myers, Jennings, Wan'Dale, BTJ, Terry.
Yeah, I'd probably trade any of these guys for Gadsden. So I would just say, like, hey, who do you prefer?
Yeah, exactly. I always get a little worried, like, oh, I'm going to trade a receiver for a tight end. You know, it's like, give CeeDee Lamb to get Tucker Kraft, you know, but This is fine. Any of those guys is fine.
All right, and then the first super chat was actually Edgar at 9:10 a.m. today. Here was his question.
Wow. All right. We need help tonight. Standard quarterback, 2-2 and a flex. Caleb or Nix?
Oh, man. I want to go Knicks tonight against the Raiders. Should be a good Knicks game.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. CMC is, I think, a yes. Kyron, probably a yes. 2 receivers, London and Dunze Adams. Why don't we just do London and Dunze Adams as the 2 receivers in the flex? There you go.
Yeah, even though it is non-PPR, I think you can go with those wide receivers over Manungai. I am kind of interested in Manungai and non-PPR, but yeah, I'd probably go with those 3 wide receivers.
What else?
That was it. I think we're caught up now. I think we got them all.
All right. Then we got another Gadsden question. Mike Altwheel, Gadsden or Laporta?
I do like Laporta this week for sure, but I think you got to go Gadsden.
Laporta this week. I feel like we both were pretty high on him, weren't we? I mean,
yeah, actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm going to go Laporta. It's the Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders. I mean, like it.
Yeah.
I remember it being a pretty good matchup. Yeah, I think it's this week. I think we'll go Laporta.
Yeah.
And then we have Meggie Blue 2, Keenan or Franklin.
I like Franklin tonight.
Yeah, Williams or Stafford.
Geez, another very close one for me. Williams has the better matchup. Stafford's been so good. I might just roll with Stafford.
Yeah, in this case, I don't like Stafford as much as last week, but I'll trust him over Caleb. What about Vice Key? Yes. Would you trade Travion for Odunze? Yes. I assume you would too.
Yeah, give me Odunze. Yes.
Yeah, just like I don't think it matters. You just yes, do that.
Yeah.
Billy Joe, Nico, or Odunze?
I'm going to go Odunze this week. Although I did see, and this is annoying because the video comes out tomorrow, so it's too late. For the Giants Chicago game, it says a bit of rain snow mix is possible. Currently thinking more snow than rain pre-game, then more showery with a few flakes in game. The precipitation forecast will be tough to pin down closer to kickoff. We already know that winds are noteworthy here. I expect sustained winds 15 to 20 with wind gusts around 30. It's not the best weather spot here, but I mean, how good could we feel about Nico with Davis Mills? I'll still go with Dunze here.
Well, I would go Dunze as well. I mean, Davis Mills didn't kill his value last week, but I don't think he necessarily helps it. So we both like Odunze still. Alan Wendling was offered Caleb Williams and Trey Tucker. Very generous package for Stephon Diggs.
I mean, there's got to be a decent QB out there you can pick up, right? Like, I don't really want to do this. Like Caleb isn't a QB where I'm like, okay, I can do this. Like Caleb, like, come on.
Well, that's the thing. He says don't have a reliable QB. I don't know if reliable is the word I would use to describe Caleb Williams. He does have some moments, but I don't know. He's not like a set and forget rest of the season. Like, okay, he's my QB. So maybe you can get something better. All right, Abel, 10-teamer. 1 running back, 1 receiver, 1 flex. Monty, Bill, White, Myers, T-Mac, QJ, or guy like Pierce, maybe.
Well, let's see. I mean, I like Monty. I'm on the fence about Rachaad White, even with Bucky out, because it's such a tough matchup. But I mean, I probably have to have White over guys like. I definitely have more Bill, Myers, T-Mac, QJ. I do kind of like QJ this week though, but man. I probably go Monty, White. But I will say, even though I do like QJ, I like Alec Pierce a little more this week. But who are you going to drop? I mean, like, you could probably drop Bill in a 10-teamer, right? I would drop Bill, pick up Pierce, and I would start Monty, White, and Pierce.
Yeah, Bill in a 10-teamer, I think is plenty droppable. So there you go. And Julio needs an update here for wide receiver 2. Is it J-Mo, Tet, or Pierce?
Again, going to say Pierce.
Yep. Let's go Pierce. Hopefully he pays off. You know, he's one of those guys that I've never really been in on completely. So this week, if he busts, dead.
He'll be dead
forever. Dead to me. I have a list of names. Okay, let's do some of the non-super chats as we keep going here. Lightning round time. Dawn, how's it going, Dawn? Happy Thursday. Mayfield or Goff? It's close.
I'm going to go Mayfield. This is another tough one. I mean, Goff against the Commanders could have a big game, but it could be a game where like Gibbs and Monty go off. I'll just go Mayfield.
That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be more about the running game and is road Goff. So I'll go Mayfield too. Another quarterback question from Johnny Palmer: Bo or Dimes?
I think here I mean, this is also close, but I think here I'm gonna go Knicks and take a chance tonight in this matchup.
Well, why don't we combine those two and make another quarterback question? This is JS realized gain. Mayfield or Darnold?
Here I'll go Baker. I don't mind. I mean, nothing wrong with Darnold. I think Baker has a little more upside.
Right. Both good options. Okay, now for running back, this is for tonight. Diddy deduce Genty or Warren?
I've still got to go Genty tonight.
Yeah, I'll go Genty for the upside here. And then one more. Tom, no. So I start RJ Harvey. If the other options are Tracy, Bucky is probably not playing, Stevenson, and Sharps.
Yeah, I would just go ahead and start Harvey tonight. It doesn't look good for Bucky. Doesn't look good for Stevenson. I would just start Harvey tonight.
Right. All right. And then now let's get to Mike Montalva, one of our members. Who do I start? Jones, Henderson, or Manungai?
Well, I'll say, I actually like all these guys. Oh, man. I'm gonna actually say.
I know Swift is back. What about Mondre?
Mondre still hasn't practiced.
It's probably gonna miss again.
I'm gonna say Aaron Jones going against the Ravens. I like Aaron Jones.
That sounds good. Then we got Jackal 7 Sap with Jake Ferguson by who do you like better, Evan Ingram or Theo Johnson?
Theo Johnson. Can't feel good. Evan Ingram, the goose egg last week.
Yeah, just it's been very mediocre at best. Thomas, Addison, or Pierce?
I got to go Addison here.
Yeah, I still like Addison a fair bit against that Ravens defense this week. What about Barry McCockner? Diggs or Sutton?
Pretty sure I've Diggs. Yep, I've Diggs a little bit higher. I like that matchup for Diggs this week.
There you go. Diggs it is. And then Fantastic. Trade Rice and Jones for JSN.
Is that Aaron Jones? I'm okay with this. I don't know if anybody wins, but I don't think anybody loses. Like, how do you lose trading for JSN? How do you lose?
Yeah, you still got to have JSN, I think, over Rice. So it's basically which receiver you prefer. I think it's got to be JSN. Alexis, start 3. Bijan, I think he'll be 1. So start 2. Genty, Judkins, Munengai, Travion. Just got to be
Bijan will be 1, Judkins will be 2, and Genty will be 3.
Yeah, those first 3 are pretty easy to set and forget. Andrew, would you trade Kenneth Walker and Sharps for Hampton and Benson? So the Seahawks for the IR guys.
I don't even know. I guess. I assume you don't need Hampton and Benson at the moment.
Right. You know what? This is like a win-win, maybe. So look, we don't know when Hampton's coming back, but even if you just get him for the playoffs, he should have use this season. Benson should be back, but you gain potential upside rest of the season, and then you win, right? This is like addition by subtraction. You never have to think again about which Seahawks running back you might want to play or bench, right?
True.
This is the peace of mind trade.
Yes.
I do. Wayne, good afternoon. Okay, the question is here. Need at least 2 receivers and 1 flex. Rachaad White, Martin Harrison, Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington, Darius Slayton, Tez Johnson, Devin Singletary, Bam, and Loveland. Apologizing for the garbage options. That's okay. That's why we're here.
This isn't too bad. I'm going to go Harrison. And I think I'm going to go Harrison and Tez. I like Tez this week. Go Harrison and Tez at wide receiver. And look, I think with Bucky Irving probably out, you probably have to flex Rachaad White here.
Yeah, Rashad White not in like a smash spot, but volume. Are you worried? You're worried about Sean Tucker a little bit though.
Worried about Sean Tucker a little bit. Definitely worried about the matchup. But
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
matchup.
Singletary, Bam, Myers, Parker Washington, like nah.
Yeah, I still again with the tiebreaker here. Usually with running backs, you lean volume first, but then it's also maybe should be just as important as the offense are in, right? Give me the running back in Tampa as opposed to the guy like in the Giants. What's up, Harv? Harv Danger going well. Sutton is good to go. Yeah, no issues with Sutton. He says, "What's going on with Odunze?"
Odunze is going to be fine. Odunze is going to be fine.
Yeah, we don't break down the questionables too much till the weekend, so we actually know what's what. But I don't think it's anything to worry about. All right, and then we have Javier. He's 5-4. RBs are good. Yes, they are. Wide receivers suck. Let's see. I have Ted Myers, Franklin, and Shakir. I mean, could be better.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm probably just going to go Shakir and Franklin.
well, actually, you said this is the remember the quarter point per reception league. That's almost non, so that's actually fine, isn't it?
Yeah, but now I wonder if that makes me change my because Shakir. Oh no, I'll still go Franklin and Shakir.
Shakir's got TD upside, I think. Yeah, I'm just saying too that format, that scoring format, you'd rather have good running backs and wide receivers, right, as opposed to full PPR. So I think you'll be all right. Chris, you got a question from Chris?
What's up?
5 start, 3 what? Oh, 5.
Yeah, half PPR start 3. I'm gonna go Sutton, Ladd, and Garrett Wilson.
All right, there you go, Chris. Carlos Mejia. Okay, so I know we're gonna kind of wait till the weekend to really get into the injuries and all that, but James Cook has been banged up, so I know people are asking, what if Cook misses? Am I stashing, and who am I stashing? Ty Johnson, Ray Davis.
Well, I saw James Cook was back practicing today, so I think we can
slow our roll.
Yeah, slow our roll a little bit here. I don't even know who the guy you want, honestly, is. This doesn't feel like the same. Ray Davis like last year, where it was like, yeah, he's the clear handcuff. Probably don't need either.
I mean, yeah, I do remember there was a draft link question earlier. Somebody asked about this, and I was like, if you have to choose, it's still Ray Davis, right? But Cook's probably going to play. We'll see. Some bad news. Oh, this is terrible. Conky. GTA 6 is delayed again. What? Come on, make it happen. Although, you know what? I don't want it to happen during football season because then, we're going to have very tough life choices. Zachary Mudd. Brees or Monty? Half PPR.
I actually like Monty this week. Good matchup for Monty. Not great for Brees against the Browns.
Not at all. Not at all. All right, Monty. Yeah, I'm good with Monty too. Cassie 420. 2 receivers in a flex. Puka, Rome, Sutton, Judkins, or Jalen Warren, but this is no PPR.
You got to play even in non-PPR. I'm playing Puka.
Yeah, we need 2 receivers, so basically it's either Rome or Sutton.
Man, this is annoying that you have to have Judkins and Jalen Warren on the bench, but you got to play Judkins at flex.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like in non-PPR, Sutton just I can almost pencil in Sutton. I mean, even last week, it's like, oh, this is a tough spot for Sutton. He had 1 catch. It was a 30-yard touchdown. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a 30-yard touchdown in non-PPR. That's 9 fantasy points. Like, if Rome Odunze doesn't score, he has to get 90 yards to match that. That's how insane non-PPR is. Like he has to get 90 yards just to match Sutton getting 1 touchdown catch. I'm probably going to take a chance on Sutton in non-PPR.
All right. Yeah, no PPR, be nice to have 2 flexes in general, but yeah, go Judkins for sure. Akshay Devakar, pick 2 tight ends. Do we have to? Andrews, Njoku, and Loveland.
I'm going to say right now I'm going to say Loveland and Andrews, but if Fannon's out, I might go Njoku over Andrews.
Okay, so let's hang on and see. Yeah, Fannin is completely out, and Njoku does become more interesting. But let's see. All right, now we have the Polo 10. Should I trade Etienne for Kittle? I got Loveland and Otten, Swift, Henderson, Mason, Monungai, Hampton, and Benson. I don't know. This team seems like it needs Etienne more than it does Kittle.
Yeah, you should be fine with Loveland and Otten. It's not like Kittle's going crazy here. I would just hold Etienne.
Yeah. Like, I don't love Etienne, but he's still fine. You don't have great depth at running back here yet. You need those guys to come back. Joshua Darka. This is PPR. I don't know how many we need here. I guess let's try to make a lineup.
I usually in this case just assume 2, 2, and 1. That's most leagues. So I'll go Achane and Vidal at running back. Jefferson, oh my goodness. Well, thankfully it's standard. So let's go Jefferson and probably Myers because,
well, no, it says standard PPR.
Oh, well, I'll probably still go Myers. Jefferson and Myers, Achane Vidal. I mean, Tracy, Singletary, or Parker Washington? I might go Singletary. It's the Bears. I don't know. You're definitely starting McBride at tight end.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one. It looks like quarterback. You don't really have much choice. So there you go. Josh Nelson needs 2 receivers in the flex: London, Wandale, Ted, Franklin, J-Mo.
London's got to be 1. I like Wandale. That's my 2, and then I think I have Franklin 3. Yes, I have Franklin a little bit ahead of Jameson. I'm gonna go Franklin, but don't put Franklin in the flex.
Right, London, Franklin is your receivers, and then flex. I don't know. Do I have Wandale or Ted higher this week? We're pretty down on Ted this week in general.
Yeah,
I think I got Wandale higher. Yeah, Wandale. Wasteland Kaz. Okay. Traded Lamar for Jettis. And if this is not super flex, I think that's good.
Yeah, I think that's definitely good. Definitely good. You're fine with Dart. And I talked about Dart on the buy low video. He has like the best rest of season QB schedule.
Yeah, he's fine. You need a wide receiver? Well, you just got maybe the best one in the NFL. That's pretty good. Akshay, Devakar, and again, now Loveland or maybe Mark Andrews. Does lightning strike again?
Maybe. I can't say I feel strongly here. I don't know. I probably take a chance on Loveland.
Yeah, Andrews does this. Like we had that feeling last week, like he was randomly going to make an appearance, and he did. Doesn't mean he'll do it again. I like Loveland still. As I was saying, I like Loveland. I really want to see, like, if Komet is out, because remember he's in concussion protocol. If he misses, I mean, obviously that's a big boost again for Loveland. But even if he doesn't, Loveland is still involved. Let's go Loveland. All right. This one's interesting. I don't know if we have any Harry Potter fans watching. Hogwarts Gaming. Anyone you think I could trade Keenan Allen for to start instead? Because earlier, like last week, okay, we get it. We had Keenan was one of the guys we thought would have a great matchup, and it didn't pan out. Is Keenan like trending down steadily, or is it just going to be like boom bust? Like, are you looking to move
I think it could be boom bust. I think this whole offense could kind of be boom bust for the pass catchers outside of maybe Ladd and Gadsden. And Gadsden only not boom bust because expectations for tight ends are so low, right? Where it's like 5 catches for 60 yards, you're like, yeah, I'll take that. Whereas if Keenan gets you 5 catches for 60 yards, you're like, really? That's it? It's just expectations, right? But I mean, who are you really going to get for Keenan right now that you're going to feel significantly better about than Keenan? I mean, like maybe you could get Addison or Diggs. Those might be the only 2 guys. Maybe. I don't even know if you can. Maybe Addison. That I feel like I might feel better about Addison rest of the season than Keenan. As far as the guys that you can, like, you're not going to trade Keenan Allen and get like Emeka Egbuka. You know what I mean? Nico Collins, Garrett Wilson. Like, you're not like that's not how trades work unless you're in like a total noob league.
Yeah, sometimes. It would have to be like a running back. Somebody needs a receiver. Keenan still has value, right? And a running back who's been disappointing but still has upside. So, yeah. But if you're saying start instead, like at wide receiver, I mean, you can't, like you just said, you can't expect to get an upgrade.
Right.
All right. I thought that was an interesting one. Thank you, Hogwarts Gaming. Mike Altwheel again got offered Higgins for Judkins and Ted, or another offer Pittman for Judkins. Straight up, giving up Judkins to get one of those. I mean, that feels fair. Right, Judkins for those receivers. I guess this depends on need.
Yeah, no, it feels very fair. So, I mean, I assume you need a wide receiver if you're doing this. I don't even know how I prefer between Higgins and Pittman. But they both seem fair to me, so yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, again, if Judkins isn't your RB2 every week, then sure, if you need wide receiver help. Ace Ventura, RB1. By the way, this just randomly reminded me because, if Ace Ventura is like one of the greatest comedies ever, where's Shrek 2? Where's Shrek 2 been? Haven't seen Shrek 2 on DVD.
True.
Shrek, I don't know if anything could surpass Shrek 2 on DVD, but Shrek is also a great movie. RB1, Jennings, Davis, like Isaiah Davis, Blake Corum.
I'm going to assume Ray Davis because of the James Cook stuff going on.
Wait, so I saw Jennings and I thought Juwan Jennings, but now I'm realizing this is Terrell Jennings. Wow.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Bills do get the Dolphins. Cook might not be 100%. Maybe take a chance on Davis here. I don't know. Jennings against the Bucks, even if Ramondre's out, how good can we feel? I might just gamble on Ray Davis, even if Cook plays.
Well, actually, yeah, and I thought Isaiah Davis, like for the Jets, it could be him too.
Well, I definitely don't want to play Isaiah Davis against Brown, so I hope not.
No, I don't want to play any of these guys. So, I mean, sorry, just giving you the honest truth. And then flex to Gadsden, Watson, Mooney, Loveland, Myers.
I'm gonna go Watson. I might just go Watson and Gadsden here. Screw it. Mooney, Myers this week. I might just go Watson and Gadsden.
I made a point of dropping Darnell Mooney in all my leagues this week that I happen to have him. So there's that. Yeah, like Gadsden here. Thank you, Ace. Do come back. By the way, it's totally off topic still, but did you know that they have a Spanish version of Shrek? And the jokes are actually different than the English versions. Shrek in Espanol.
How do you even know that?
I have sources. Johnny 22 Bear, Baker or Darnold?
Yeah, didn't we have this earlier? I'm going to go slightly Baker for the upside. Darnold maybe a little safer. This is tough. A lot of tough QB questions tonight for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, this one is not a QB question from Chief Perp. Flex 2, Bowers, Judkins, Waddle, Rome, Nico, Debo.
I mean, it's pretty crazy that I'm actually considering Bowers. I mean, I think you.
Mm-hmm.
I might do it. I might go Bowers, Judkins.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an ideal matchup, right? Broncos defense is legit, but come on, how many targets? It's not even. I can't even say how many targets. It's not like Brock Bowers gets 20 targets, right? But it's just more like the quality of target. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll do it. Kiyozoku Oni, thank you. Pick one: Harvey, Sharps, K9. Or wait.
No, don't wait. It sounds like Cook's playing. I'd probably just go Harvey tonight.
Yeah, just go Harvey. Avoid the headache of the Seattle backfield. Money Mitch, what is up again? Would you offer Pierce and Manungai for Pickens?
I mean, you can offer it. Just don't be shocked when it gets rejected.
Right. You can try. It doesn't hurt to try. Or wait on primary offer Wandale Pierce for Pickens Shaheed. I mean, look, if they'll do that, I would take that too.
Yeah, I mean, if they're doing any of these trades, I don't understand why, but hey, if you can do it, do it.
Well, it says they're asking for an RB. They're desperate at RB, I should say, because Chubb is their RB2. So look, gift them Manungai.
Yeah.
That's fine. Both of those are good for you. Jinrail, Manungai, or Vidal.
Yeah, I still have Vidal higher with Swift back. I'm still on the fence about Manungai because it's such a good matchup, but I don't love Vidal this week. I'll be honest. I don't love Vidal this week, but I don't know. With Swift back, I'll go Vidal, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what you said. I don't love it all this week, but I would go Vidal. Which, following this up, Germ, Manungai straight to the bench or cut him loose. Like, you don't have to cut him just because Swift is playing.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Manungai was coming on even before the Swift injury, so.
Exactly. Rewind 2-3 weeks ago, he was steadily getting more involved, right? He didn't just do something because of the Swift injury. And then this actually is a follow-up to our previous one on Keenan, Mark and Souls. Like, would you trade away Keenan to get BTJ?
I don't think so. I mean, BTJ is probably not even going to play this week. Who knows when he's going to come back? Hasn't even been that good. I don't think so. I think I would just keep Keenan.
Yeah, I'm not trading for BTJ. So, like, I don't even want to trade like $2 a fab for BTJ. All right, Carlos Mejia. Really? Traded RJ, probably as in Harvey, for Igbuka?
Yeah.
Well done. So now you get to stack Baker and Igbuka, Waddle and Jetty Judkins, Warren. You still have good running backs, despite the crushing loss of RJ Harvey. And then your bench is really good too. Advice is to keep winning.
Yeah, just go win the championship. That's the advice here. Keep fleecing your league mates.
You know what? Keep trading with that guy. Whoever did that
trade.
Exactly. That guy again. Oh, man. Ernesto. Again, Fannin might be out. So if that's the case, is it Njoku or Juwan Johnson?
It's probably Njoku. It's annoying because I filmed the sneaky starts today because I'm not really going to have a lot of time tomorrow, and I put Fannin on there. And then he doesn't practice today with a hamstring because, of course. Because the thing is, the Jets play a lot of man, and Fannin has been their best pass catcher versus man by far. And Njoku's been kind of bad versus man this year. But if Fannin's out, I think you got to go Njoku. I also have Juwan Johnson on there too, so there you go.
Yeah, I like Jawan Johnson this week. Keep in mind he's been trending up, but also, I mean, Shaheed being gone, that's going to matter quite a bit.
Yeah.
We got to throw to somebody. It's Olave and then it's Johnson, and I'm like, that's it. So Johnson, and actually, I almost, even though I'm forbidden from ever putting a tight end on the boom again, but if I was going to, I might have put Jawan Johnson because I guess the Panthers defense very bad against the tight end. But anyways, right now let's say Jawan Johnson. Let's see about the situation here though. Zach Mudd. Do I add Barner, Musgrave, Muth likely, or higher off waivers?
I would just add Musgrave. Not sure what that second part means, higher off waivers, 12 person, but I mean, out of this group, I would just take a chance, see what Musgrave can do.
Yeah, exactly. With that group, might as well. JJ, more tight end talk. Laporta, Ingram, or Kincaid? Oh, he said Higby. I'm not.
No, I still go Musgrave. I'm gonna go Laporta here. Even though I do really like Kincaid, let's just go Laporta. He's safer.
Yeah, Kincaid should be a good spot. There's also the risk they just don't have to pass as much. And I think maybe I'll give like another 2 weeks or so before Kincaid is not dead to me after last week. P, what's up? Also has a follow-up trade question. Okay, 1 from this following group.
I'm gonna go Aaron Jones. Jawan Jennings. And then I'll say if Ramondre is out, I'll flex Henderson. Otherwise, I'll flex Munnan guy. Oh, wait, no. Wandale Robinson. I'll go Wandale Robinson at wide receiver.
Okay. And then here's the trade follow-up. Try trade for Gadsden. The guy
We did this already.
Because he was back at the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And you said some not so great receivers. We said trade any of them.
Right. All right. And now we have Chris. This time it's Chris Moraga. It's 3-6. Should I make any changes this week? Mason and
Kamara, Algier. I assume that's Brian Robinson. Worthy, Ferguson. Yeah, I can't start any of those guys over what you got. Any trade ideas? Jason Sungod, Nico Gibbs, Mason. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to get a better RB2. I mean, look, Kamara still has some name value. I don't understand why, but he does. I mean, look, honestly, I would rather have RJ Harvey than Alvin Kamara right now. I'd rather have Aaron Jones than Alvin Kamara right now. Like, you could trade Alvin Kamara and get these guys and get yourself a better RB2. Maybe even like David Montgomery. If you want to, a little safer.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to get, I mean, again, it's RB2. You don't need to try to get a stud. You probably have enough to make it happen. And I know it's easier said than done. You're not even starting Kamara, but maybe somebody out there is willing to take a chance. Like, he'll have a good second half, or the name value, maybe see if you can get something for him. Big Man Fishing, what's up? Needs a 10-team PPR, 2 receivers and a flex.
I'm going to go Nico Sutton, and I'm going to flex Addison.
There you go. And then here's Big Man again. Pick 3 receivers, 1 flex. JJ Dune. Is it like
Dunze? Pickens is on bye. Dobbins, Debo, QJ, Shaheed. So we're going to go JJ Adunze, and I'm going to go Debo as my third wide receiver here. And probably got to go Dobbins tonight against the Raiders. But don't put Dobbins in the flex. Put one of your other RBs in the flex and put Dobbins in like the RB2 slot or something.
There you go. Dante Bourne. Baker or Bo?
man, I do like Bo Nix tonight, but I'll probably go Baker.
Yeah, I like Baker a fair amount. I don't think it's going to be his best game necessarily, but again, this has potential to be a sneaky shootout. Let's hope it is. Phil, the vibe is in. Let's see. Somebody else 3 and 6, and okay. There's a squad. There's the bench. Any changes?
Shaw White, King Henry Rico,
Dobbs at the flex. White over Dobbs or more over Dobbs?
Not more. I might go White over Dobbs with Bucky probably out. Don't
Yeah.
love Dobbs this week.
I think that's the only change here. All right. And then Florian Albrecht. Thank you. Walker, Harvey, or Washington?
I don't completely dislike Walker this week. He kind of was the guy last week. You look at the first half, he dominated the touches. But there's always risk here. Harvey should be fine tonight against the Raiders. I'm just going to go Harvey tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to read too much into last week because it was pretty much a joke. In the Seattle game, I would just go Harvey here. Like Parker Washington will do something, but Texans defense is brutal. Not a great spot for him, especially with Jacoby now there. Tyler C, that 0.7 PPR league. Loveland, Pitts, Otten, or Juwan?
I think I'm going to go Pitts here.
These guys are all close. Pitts, I don't know. I think I still prefer Juwan. Juwan Johnson. Harvey, Hendo, or Mason?
Well, the thing is, I probably would prefer Henderson if I knew Ramondre was out, and Ramondre probably will be out. What are you going to do if Ramondre plays? But then I think about it, it's like, is there a big difference between RJ Harvey and Travion Henderson if Ramondre plays? I mean, probably, but I don't know. I kind of want to wait for Henderson here. I don't mind Harvey tonight if you don't want to wait. But even though the Bucs is a tough matchup, they give up a lot of receiving to running backs. I think Kendo could have a good receiving week this week. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna wait for Henderson, and I'm just gonna play Henderson either way. I'm gonna take a chance here. But if you want to play it a little safer, not that Harvey's safe, you can go Harvey tonight. Who do I like Harvey?
Yeah, not really safe, but I know what you're saying. Well, I don't know. I know it's not Mason. Mason's the guy I don't want to play here. I'm fine waiting on Hendo. J-Man, Tucker, Mason, or Slayton? Full PPR.
Slayton. I'm gonna go Slayton here.
Prodigy, Flex, Harvey, Woody, Loveland, Pop Douglas. Our first Pop Douglas question.
I like Pop Douglas. I might go Pop Douglas.
It's very interesting, isn't he? Now, I know I talked on the stash video about Kyle Williams will get out on the field, more involved, but more meaning more than nothing because he had been doing nothing all year. So he'll be out there, but who is going to get the targets? It's probably going to be Pop Douglas more so. Booty's out. So, yeah, I like Douglas. Basic money. Any thoughts on Swift versus Sutton?
Yeah, I'm going to go Swift here. It sounds like Swift is going to play. I'm not, by no means am I out on Sutton, but this is just too good of a matchup to me for Swift.
Yeah, this is really close. This could go either way. But it is a great matchup for Swift. So let's see if he keeps it going. And then Julio Z. Gadsden or Kittle?
I'm going Gadsden.
Yeah, you can go Gadsden here. And then flex Garrett Wilson or Gadsden or Tracy. Wow. I know. It's easily Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, yes.
Welcome, as always, Brother Pickle. Now, this is tight end premium. Do you go Juwan Johnson or Troy Franklin?
Nah, I'm still going to go Troy Franklin tonight. I like Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Jawan Johnson as a tight end. Premium, yeah, but I'm not going to say he's getting like 10 catches or anything. I'm not going to go crazy. Franklin still has more upside. Brian, what's up, Brian? I didn't see a question. I don't remember seeing a question from you. So go ahead and put your question again. I'll put it up. Something weird is happening the last 2 days with some of the questions not coming through. Big Al, number 9, which implies that there are 8 other Big Al's somewhere out there.
Probably a lot of Big Owls across the world, honestly.
Probably. This is the 9th. Harvey or Hendy?
Well, we just kind of had this. I don't mind waiting for Hendy. I'm okay either way here, honestly. I think Harvey could have a nice game tonight. But I like Hendo's potential if Ramondre misses, which is looking likely. He hasn't practiced yet. So I'm gonna wait for Henderson.
Yeah, we heard last week it seemed like it could be an issue that causes Ramondre to miss more than a week. So not surprising if he sits again. Yeah, fine waiting Henderson. We want upside. Abel, again. Is this the same question or is this different? Because I feel like I remember the pickup Pierce and we said Pierce, right? I think this is
yes. We said Monty White Pierce.
All right.
You can drop Bill for Pierce.
There you go. And then Brian. So Troy Franklin or Keenan Allen?
I have Franklin higher this week.
Yep, Franklin tonight. Let's do it. Chief Perp, Nico Rome, Debo Waddle. Trade one or more of those guys to get one of those guys very specifically. He's got a list. Bucky, Buka, Kyron, G. Willie, Rico.
Well, if I can trade Nico or Rome to get Garrett Wilson, I'll do it. Or probably even Igbuka. If I can get Garrett Wilson or Igbuka for one of those guys, I'll do it. I don't think Debo or Waddle is getting you any of those guys. So, yeah, that would be it. If I can trade Nico or Rome and get Igbuka or Garrett Wilson, I'll do it. But I don't even know if I want to trade for Bucky right now. I don't even I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to trade for a guy that we still have no idea when he's going to come back. It's not like, well, he's still a week away. Like, we haven't heard that. So I don't think you need to trade for Bucky yet. Like, if you buy low, okay, but again, you're treating those receivers as probably not quite low enough. All right, we have another, I think it's different, right, from the Paulo or Polo? Paulo?
Paulo?
I think I said
no,
Polo.
it's the same. Etienne for Kittle. We said keep Kittle.
I feel like we're getting a lot of repeat questions. That's weird. Okay, Phil, this is a different one. 5 and 4. This is the second league, and he changes here.
BTJ, Vidal, Bill, Golden, Dart, Pickens on bye. Dobbs. I would play Vidal over Dobbs.
Yeah, nobody else I want to play on that bench. All right, and then Brian. Here's Brian's question.
All right,
Arnold or Herbert rest of season?
Well, I don't want to have to pick rest of season, but I got to go Herbert.
Yeah, I think you got to go with Herbert as of right now. Sanchez, would you trade Hurts and Bucky for Cook and Caleb?
I might do this just to get James Cook, honestly, because, yeah, certainly I prefer Hurts to Caleb, but I mean, Bucky probably not going to play this week. Do we know if he's going to play next week? You know what I mean? We don't know. This is getting crazy now, right? Not even practicing coming out of the bye. This is not good. Just give me James Cook. I think I do this just to get James Cook.
Yeah, I think I do this to get that solid set and forget RB1 instead of Bucky, who's obviously you downgraded quarterback, but I think it's worth it. B-Stool Fanda. Flowers, Diggs, Shakir, Aaron Jones, Darius Slayton needs 2 receivers and a flex. No, I don't like if you start Flowers, that's 2 Ravens. That doesn't make too many Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Flowers, Diggs. I'm gonna go if Aaron Jones plays. I'm gonna go Aaron Jones in half PPR. I like Aaron Jones this week.
Two receivers in the flex. Flowers, Diggs, and you're going to Aaron Jones over Shakir.
Yep, in half PPR. I don't necessarily love Shakir this week.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be a lot of running. I fully expect the Dolphins to lose by 30 points. So that's fine. All right, we have Naja's most. What's up? I have Bijan, Kyron, Woody, Judkins, Rice, Horton, Tet, Myers, Golden got offered. Are you ready? Puka for Kyron and Tet was offered. Yeah. Someone's like, take Puka, please.
Yeah, give me Puka. You got Judkins? Give me Puka. Give me Puka.
Take it. Take it. Guinea Force. I could pick up Pierce or Slayton. Who do I drop out of Woody, Mason, Otten, K9, Purdy, Scary Terry?
Wait, this is super flex if I remember.
Yeah, I was going to say Purdy real quick too.
But if Otten's not your starting tight end, I don't remember who your starting tight end is, or if you even listed it. But if Otten's not your starting tight end, drop Otten and pick up Pierce.
Right. Yeah. If it's super flex, keep Purdy. You can drop Otten. Gob, MX, RJ Harvey, or Bam Knight?
RJ Harvey.
Yep. And then Lex Dad, who sits. Aaron Jones, Walker, Harvey, Mason. Yes, RJ plays tonight, so we gotta pick now.
Yeah, I'll just sit Mason here.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, if Aaron Jones ends up being out, then you play Mason. So, but if Aaron Jones plays, I'll just sit Mason.
There you go. This one, interesting from S. Antonio. You drop Tracy to get Rachaad White if you're the Bucky owner.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No need to have Tracy.
Augustin Oliveira, Troy Franklin, or Jordan Mason. Pretty sure it's Troy Franklin.
Yes, Franklin.
Yeah. Then we have a super chat from Rico Barajas. Thank you. Gonna see if I can find your question since it's not attached. By the way, as we continue on, we have less than an hour, like 45 minutes until the game time. Just quick reminder, anybody watching here, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please take a second, do that, like it. And if you haven't subscribed, and then we got some new viewers again, please hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 100K. All right, here's this question. Starting Trey McBride, do you flex Bowers or White?
I think I just flex Bowers.
Yeah. I mean, you have McBride and Bowers for some reason. Not sure how that happened, but if you're short in any other position, you could trade one of them to get a stud receiver or something like that. Payne Bliss offered JSN for Bucky and Drake. Why are people all of a sudden like, take Puka, take JSN, take Jefferson? Like,
well, they just traded for Rashid Shaheed, so JSN's dead, I guess. No, that is not too much for JSN. Give me JSN. I mean, if Bucky was healthy, maybe I'd think it was too much. But again, Bucky's not even healthy. Just give me JSN.
Yeah, I'd still definitely take JSN over Bucky. Yeah, just take it. He needs running back. See, this is the time. This is why I said at the very beginning, this is a good time to trade. Maybe the best time. People are getting desperate, right?
Yep.
I might not make the playoffs, or I'm like 500. I need something. All right, my wide receiver room is bad. Like, this is the time to make those trades and take advantage of that desperation with totally fair trades, only fair trades. Let's see. Next is, well, it's the same question. So yes, you should flex Bowers. Here we go. I'm I don't know. I'm gonna lean. I think I'm still lean Bowers here. Juice wants to know.
Barely Bowers. Just so you have a rooting interest in the game tonight.
Oh, there you go. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
All right, Phil. Now League 3. This is Phil the Vibe. I wonder if he's got a Lamar jersey somewhere. He's got Lamar in every league, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. I don't see any changes here. Nobody I would want to start on the bench. No, I think you're good.
Yeah.
Then we have, looks like a license plate here, JMEZA831. Lamar Sutton for Judkins and Adams, or Lamar Sutton Javonte for Bowers, Adams, Judkins.
I mean, I like both these deals. I'm just trying to figure out which one I like most.
I mean, either way, you're getting Judkins, Adams. The only difference there is Javonte for Bowers, which, I mean, I guess it's fair. It depends on, again, who do you got at running back? You're going to get Judkins. Who else do you have? You have another really good running back, like Javonte would be your, well, he would still be ahead of Judkins, but I guess you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, the second one's tough for me because you're giving up Javonte, which I don't like necessarily, but you're getting Judkins. I don't know. I'm okay with either of these, honestly.
I mean, to some extent, this really depends on your roster. I mean, obviously, you're trading away Lamar. You probably have a decent quarterback option. Like, how bad are you at tight ends? Like, if you have somebody decent, then probably take the first offer. But yeah, I think either one is good. Raul Castellanos is having a hard time deciding whether to start JMO or Sutton in standard. Help me, please.
Well, in any format, I'm still going Sutton, but I think especially in standard. I mean, who do you think has the best chance to score? Sutton. Give me Sutton.
Yeah, touchdown upside. Still going to go to Sutton here. Bisco. Trade McBride for Kittle or Goddard and London. I think you got to do this.
Yeah, you got to do this. You're getting a good enough tight end between either Kittle or Goddard. I feel like good enough at tight end, and you're getting a stud wide receiver. You got to do this.
If it was just McBride for London, that's fair right there. I'd probably take London. Yeah. So do you have a preference right now? I know it sounds crazy, but Kittle or Goddard, who'd you rather take?
I think I still go Kittle.
Looking at your lineup here. Yeah, I mean, this helps. Yeah. So do this trade. I mean, you do it for either. I guess if the other owner doesn't care. Yeah, let's go Kittle. Gavin Barlow, Genty or Waddle in full PPR?
Genty
it is. John Wickering. Well, as far as we know, Bucky's still out because he's not practicing. So I'm just going to assume he doesn't play.
Yep.
JT, Genty, White, Singletary, Slayton, Igbuka, Diggs, Pearsall, Devonta Smith, Andrews, Kittle needs 2-2, 1-1.
All right, gonna go JT and Genty. Gonna go Igbuka and Devonta Smith. Gonna go Kittle at tight end. Diggs at the flex. Be my choices.
All right. Yeah, we like Devonta Smith quite a bit this week. Russell Pace, Dobbins or Sutton?
Sutton. In full PPR, definitely Sutton.
Yeah, it's full PPR, and also Raiders more of a they're basically a pass funnel, right? They're still sort of a pass funnel defense.
Yeah, they're just bad.
All right, they're just the Raiders. Gin Rail. Okay, I think we had this before. Parker Washington or Jacoby? Which Jag?
Jacoby. I'll take a chance on Jacoby.
I like Jacoby a little bit more. Rise. What's up, Rise? Where you been? I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen Rise.
It has been.
All right, Sutton or Rashad White at the flex?
I'm still going to go Sutton. Again, I don't love Rashad White. Even with Bucky out, we did see a decent amount of Tucker, and it's a tough matchup.
There you go. I agree. JV. Start one. Troy Franklin, RJ Harvey, JMO, Aaron Jones.
I actually like Aaron Jones out of this group the best. But what if Aaron Jones doesn't play? But I guess I'm okay. But then you have to pivot to Jameson because Franklin and Harvey tonight. Ah, man.
It's only one, so it makes it tough here. I think I have Franklin ranked the highest. I don't know why, but I do.
I mean, if you want to go Franklin tonight, it's fine. I like Franklin. Aaron Jones is a guy I have ranked the highest. But what if Aaron Jones doesn't play? And then you're like playing Jameson, which is like okay, but very risky. So maybe just go Franklin tonight.
All right. This close one, though. All right. Last one for Phil. This is the Family League, the most important one. I got May. Okay, that's right. Doesn't have Lamar in that one. RB 1 and 2. Help. Got Devonta Smith, Gadsden, and the King. Right, the bench.
Josh Allen.
What?
Let's put Josh Allen in at QB.
Come on.
Pittman on the bench. Wow, but you got Sun God and Devonta Smith.
But I see, here's what's weird. It looks like you got Henry as like the flex, but why can't you flex Pittman, start Henry, and, well, I don't know who else you have at running back.
Yeah, because it says RB1 and 2.
But you only have 2 running backs. Right?
Yeah, King Henry and Bill. Those are your only running backs?
That's weird.
Why would King Henry be the flex? I mean, I'm definitely starting Josh Allen over Drake May. I want to get Pittman in my lineup if I can. Yeah,
and I don't want Bill in my lineup if I can help it. So
right.
I don't know who else you can. Maybe you can go to the waiver wire. I don't know who's out there. RJ Harvey tonight is not bad. I mean, there's other options. Captain Caveman needs to flex either Tez or Harvey.
Man, because I like Tez too. Who do I have higher? I have Harvey literally 2 spots higher. I guess we're going Harvey.
Really hope Harvey scores a touchdown tonight. Yeah. And then what about this? Super flex, Bryce Young or Jacoby Brissett?
Nah, give me Jacoby Brissett. I'm not starting Bryce Young.
It's all Rico these days. And this week, why would Bryce Young have to throw the ball? He won't. He probably won't. Now think about it. This is my underdog line. Lower on pass attempts for Bryce Young.
Yeah. Although what is it? Like 18 and a half?
I don't know. It can't be that low.
I know.
Also love the content. Thank you.
Thank
you. I love your show. I watched it a lot as a kid. How did you Oh, we don't have time for the origin story here. Short version. You want to tell the short version while I go to the next chat?
Short version, I started writing for a site called Rotoballer. He was the editor. Then we started doing their podcast, and then we started doing their YouTube videos. Fun fact, Kyle and Jake from the Fantasy Headliners were the other half that did the videos. So we did I think we did wide receiver and tight end, and they did running back and QB start sit videos. That's how we met.
That's right. That's right. There we go. All right. Let's keep going. J Master, 420. Bo Nix or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. He's the must start for a reason. Cole Blackman starting Bijan and Henry and Jason and Devonta Smith. Pick a flex. Judkins, Keenan, Gadsden, Tucker.
Judkins.
Yeah, I like Judkins as well. All right, then we got. Yeah, I wish. Okay, let's get to Julian Figueroa. Manungai or Harvey tonight?
I still think I have Manungai higher, but let me verify that. Manungai. Yes, I still have Manungai higher. It's the Giants. I feel like he's still going to be involved.
Yeah, it is a good matchup. This one is close because with Manungai, like you're hoping, the yardage is still there. It's again not nearly like last week. It's not, right? It's just not. But he still can get some yards, catch some passes. With Harvey, you're like, score a touchdown. Like, please score a touchdown. So Manungai is definitely the safer pick. Zach Kesey. McMillan, Diggs, or Pierce?
Diggs.
Kittle, will he go off?
I don't know about go off. Let's just hope he scores.
I'm not going to count on it based on what we've seen in the first couple weeks back from injury, but it is Kittle. I mean, he didn't go off on National Tight End Day. When is he going to go? Jerry Lopez, how's it going? All right, we can bench either Troy Franklin, Rome, or Travion Henderson.
I'll bench Travion Henderson.
Yes, as will I in PPR. Paul W. Oh, I believe we got a Bulldog sighting. Looks like a Bulldog.
Nice. Nice.
All right. For those who don't know, Chris is a four-time Bulldog owner.
Three.
We have three now. I thought you had four.
No, we have two right now. We had one before, but he passed away.
Okay.
So we're on our second and third.
Shaheed, Zacchaeus, Tez.
Well, no, this is Texas wide receivers.
Oh, the Texas wide receivers like Higgins and Noel?
I'm assuming not Nico.
Yeah, no. We're done with that.
I'll go Shaheed.
Shaheed it is. Then we have rate owner. Drop Keenan for Travion. We're down on Keenan. I'm going to drop him, but Travion Henderson might have more value rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, this must be a very shallow league. So if Travion Henderson's on waivers, I might do it. I mean, I would hope you have somebody worse than Keenan Allen you could drop, right? Please?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We always say we don't know your roster. If you have a backup tight end that you don't really need, an extra QB when you have a really good QB, right? Please don't have a backup kicker. So, yeah. This is where I would normally we do the draft lane questions. We only have a half hour till the game kicks off. I want to make sure we get all our questions in. So we'll not show off draft lane. I'll just remind you to download draft lane if you haven't yet. Nick Walker, an emergency flex.
All right. I
feel like we're justifying the choices here. Torrey Horton, Demario Douglas, or Amari DeMarcado.
I'm going to go Demario Douglas.
Yeah, like Pop. Samantha, welcome back. Samantha Pfluger. Starting Goff over Knicks.
It's fine. Part of me wants to say Knicks, but Goff's certainly much safer.
Yeah, I mean, it's really close. Again, don't feel like a big Goff week because they just probably won't have to throw the ball much, right? The running backs will do the damage there, but Goff is certainly safe. Well, let's see. Maybe need more upside here. You got Nico Sutton, Dobbins, Kyron Odunze, Kincaid. Due to that weather, you talked earlier about some weather issues. Would you start Brees, Sharps, or Watson over Odunze?
Nah, not those guys. No.
Or over Nico because of Mills.
No.
Well, at least look, we did see in the second half of last week, well, more than just the second half, Mills threw it to Nico, right? He was actually okay.
Right.
So now I'm not making those switches, at least not just yet. Got to remember, Brees, it's not the weather. He gets the Cleveland run defense. It's a brutal matchup. All right, there you go. See, it manifested. It happened. I said it. I did not swear. I swear. I didn't look ahead. I can't look this far ahead. It is the return, the long-awaited return of Shrek 2 on DVD.
What's up?
All the Shrek fans out there are glowing. Start 2. Flowers, Waddle, Garrett Wilson, or Josh Downs.
I'm going to go Garrett Wilson and Flowers.
There you go. Garrett Wilson and Flowers as well. I love it. I watched some Shrek tonight. Zach Mudd now wants to know, should I start Franklin with
Wilson? Wilson sounds like he's playing. Wait for Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. Like Franklin's fine, but if I got Garrett Wilson, I'm waiting for him for sure. It's not like Franklin is like guaranteed to smash. Okay, now John Gomez. Ashton Genty or Aaron Jones?
Still Ashton Genty. I like Aaron Jones, but not over Ashton Genty.
Yeah, I really wish Ashton Genty would get some cupcake matchups here once in a while. It's not a great spot, but again, he is a workhorse. He's getting all the touches. And also what's been encouraging, especially last week after the bye, used more as a pass catcher. And yeah, Brock Bowers is back, but Jacoby Myers being gone, right? That means they're still going to have to lean on Genty as a pass catcher. So this gives him a lot more value. Now, I get that Aaron Jones is also a pass catcher, but they still have Mason there who gets short yardage carries. Genty doesn't have to compete with that. So if they're smart, which remains to be seen, right? If they're smart, I feel like the Raiders are going to give Genty a lot of run early this game. We'll see. Tristan Roll. Do we think that Rico plays this week?
Yeah, he was out there practicing today. He'll be fine.
All right, what about Henry or Fannin? Now, Fannin might not play.
Well, if Fannin plays, I'll go Fannin. But yeah, he missed practice today with a hamstring, so we're going to have to watch this. But if he plays, I like Fannin.
Right. Okay. And then we got Cesar Perez, Nix or Darnold.
I like Nix tonight. I know Darnold definitely safer, but man, I like Nix tonight against the Raiders at home.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you need some more upside, you hope that Nix has a big game. This is close, right? This is pretty close. I'm fine just kind of setting Darnold, forgetting it, but Nix does have more potential. This one is simple. Monunga or Garrett Wilson at the flex. It's
Garrett Wilson. Yeah, definitely Garrett Wilson.
Jack's World. 2 receivers in the flex. Juwan, Robinson, Franklin, DJ Moore. So 1 sits.
I'm going to sit either Jennings or DJ Moore. I have Jennings a little bit higher, so I'm going to sit DJ Moore.
That's totally fine by me. Go sit DJ Moore. All right, then we got another one. Oh, well, he says he thinks he missed it. Am I saying that right? Naja's most?
Yeah, I remember doing this one.
Missed.
Go find
Drake
it.
May or Bo Nix?
Drake May. Here was the other one. Yeah, get Puka. Take Puka. Get Puka. It's the Puka trade.
We probably answered it so fast you missed it. And we're like, yes, do it.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Get Puka.
Okay. So get Puka, yes. Drake May. And then if I can't get Puka, what wide receiver could Kyron fetch? Just Kyron alone?
I thought somebody already offered you this. I think you could get like Garrett Wilson. I think you could probably get like Igbuka. Maybe Devontae Adams. Do you want to get Nico Collins? I don't know. Maybe Drake London. Maybe Justin Jefferson. Maybe, because people are a little low on Justin Jefferson right now. Those are maybes.
Hey, what have we seen just tonight? People are like, I'll trade you Puka. I'll trade you Justin Jefferson. I'll give you. It's like, you never know until you ask, right? I mean, It doesn't hurt to ask. Beast Mode Kane. What's up, Kane? been active on the draft lane too. I remember we got to rate his team. Shakir, Manungai, Pierce, or Troy Franklin. Those same options.
Yeah, I still with Swift back, I still have Shakir highest here.
Wait, did you say Swift? I don't think we have Swift as an option.
No, I said with Swift back, I still have Shakir highest here.
Oh, Shakir highest. All right.
Yeah,
so like it could have been Manungai.
Yeah, if Swift was out, it would have been Manungai, but Swift sounds like he's playing, so I'll go Shakir.
All right, Shakir totally saw there. Jared, flex what? Either Harvey or Diggs.
Yeah, I'm still going Diggs here though. I mean, Diggs is scoring touchdowns too, and I know his role in that offense. It's good.
Right. That's the only thing. You got to be careful. Like, yes, I was, again, Harvey Truther all preseason, but you don't want to get too far involved in the guy just based on his touchdowns, right? Because touchdowns can come and go. So he's still not getting enough volume to be like a locked in start. Good flex with upside, but Diggs, you should feel better about. All right, Dami. 2 running backs, 2 receivers of flex. Gibbs, Harvey, Manungai, Sharbs. JSN, McConkey, Diggs, Devonta Smith, and then I guess Laporta is just Laporta.
Yeah, I'm going to go JSN, Devonta Smith, and Ladd at your 2 wide receivers in flex. I'm going to go Gibbs, and I still have Manungai above Harvey. It's such a good match. It's such a good matchup. I think I still go Manungai. Gibbs and Manungai.
And I'm seeing he chatted down below too. He's saying he really feels like it comes down to Manungai or Harvey tonight. And that's, well, we've debated this already several times. The yardage versus the touchdowns. And it's, Manungai probably is just a smarter start, even in Swift back. He says he's got Bucky on IR and Chase Brown is on bye. So,
yep,
it's fine. You get him back. All right, let's see. Got 15 minutes left. So let's keep going. We still have plenty of questions to catch up to. Short season. Would you trade Jalen Hurts for Puka or James Cook?
I mean, yeah, I would trade him for either. But like, you say if Fields on the roster, like, are you going to have to roll a Fields rest of the season? If you have to roll a Fields rest of the season, I might not do this.
It's got to be somebody on the waiver wire, right? Like somebody.
So now I'm wondering if he's saying like, because sometimes people say this, like when I hear trade Jalen Hurts for Puka or James Cook, I assume you are giving Jalen Hurts and you are getting these guys. But I know some people are saying like, no, I'm giving Puka or James Cook to get Jalen Hurts, which would kind of make sense here if he's got Fields on the roster. I mean, I could maybe do James Cook for Jalen Hurts if there's no QBs available to me. Like if I'm staring at like Tyler Shuck as my starting QB all year or something like that. But I definitely don't want Fields to be my QB all season.
No. Or Tyrod Taylor. That's not much better. All right. Let's keep going, which I think we can take at least a second to thank you, Don. We appreciate you and everyone who has already hit the like button and subscribe. That's the main thing. We're almost there, getting there. Let's get to 100K before the season is up. Let's get to Spearsy. Always in the house. Spearsy, I see the super chat. Let's see what the comment is. I think, here it is. Needs 2 receivers in the flex. Rome, Ted, Addison, Manungai, Walker.
I'm definitely going Rome. I go Addison as my second wide receiver. And then I have Manungai, even with Swift back, I have Manungai over Tet and Walker. So I'm going to go Adunze, Addison, and Manungai. Yep.
Not feeling Tet this week. And Gob says he missed the answer to Harvey or Bam. Pretty sure we went Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey.
Although it looks like you got Bam in your name there in Avatar. So I see where you're tempted. Michael Cazares. Drop Godwin after the news? Was there news? I missed the news.
I mean, the only news I saw is he's still not practicing. Is there some other news, like is the season over or something?
That's the case. You could definitely drop him. I don't know. Let's see. Is there any news we need to know?
Chris Godwin. Let's see.
The shoulder injury is more of a concern for Bucky
Won't return.
Irving than his foot. Chris Godwin Jr. might not be back until late November, December.
Yeah, if that's the case, you can drop him.
Late November, early December per Fowler. Yeah, so this just happened while we were on. This happened like an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's fine. You can drop him.
Yep, you can drop him.
Who should I drop him for between those guys?
Spears, Tootin, Loveland, Booty, Tank, Tillman, DK, Shepard, Pacheco, or Fannin? I don't know. Tank. What's up with Saquon? Did Saquon practice today? Because I know today was their first.
Didn't get to check.
Yeah, he practiced today.
Full.
I might go. I don't know. I might still go Tank. You can always drop Tank again next week if Barkley's fine this week.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for this week, going forward, I think Booty probably has the most value here. Dante Bourne with another one. Drop. Ooh. Okay, this must be a shallow league. How this implies, well, you asked this question, that for some reason Rome Odunze is on the waiver wire because somebody saw the 0 last week and they're like, this guy's a bum. Or someone's just a fool. But would you drop T-Mac for Odunze? I mean, I would, and I don't see anyone else you could drop. This has to be an insanely shallow league.
Yeah, you have to do this. Yeah.
Jaden God. Pierce or Keenan Allen? I believe the answer is Pierce.
Yes, it is.
All right. Okay, Phil, that's right. He always forgets Cook. He's like, oh, yeah, I have James Cook. Yeah, you start James Cook. James Cook. Can you forget James Cook? Zach Kesey with another super chat. Thank you, Zach. Look for your question because it's not attached. I'm sure it's probably somewhere right after that. We are cutting it close. We got 10 minutes left, right? Till kickoff.
10 minutes.
All right. Then Michael Cazares. Michael also dropped a super chat. Got another question. So let's keep going until we find him. Here's Raul. Let's do Raul. Standard. Do I start Monty, Etienne, or Monungai?
Monty.
Juice. Rashad White or Swift? I'm
still going Swift. It's a great matchup.
Yeah. Go Swift, assuming he's good. Although this is true. The wandering idiot could never find his question.
I know we didn't ever find it. That's true.
Legit couldn't see it. Put it right now. I'll put it up. Put your question. SG32 standard Monungai or Vidal at the flex.
Man, I have Vidal higher.
Yeah, I mean it's not like you can't start both of them. I mean you could, but let's go Vidal anyways. We have a super chat from Kevin Joel Rara, and I don't see your question either. We'll look for that. If you find any of these, let me know. Michael O'Day has Rashad White or Vidal.
Well, with Bucky probably out, I'll go Rashad White.
Yeah. Baker or Stafford?
Baker.
Like Baker too. Bowers or Gadsden?
Bowers, come on. Can't sit Bowers.
Should I flex both tight ends? Winning in first place. Nice.
I mean, you can. You definitely can. I don't know who your other options are, but you definitely can.
Well, if it's that same league, then is the question like Gadsden or White? Is that what it is? I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing, but you could. You could go Gadsden. It's fine. All right, here's EAW. Wanted Rice.
Nah,
probably. If you're saying you're probably overpaid, let's see.
No, he did not overpay at all. Did not overpay at all.
I don't think so.
Ted Judkins Munnan guy? Not at all. Nah,
Yeah.
you're good.
You got a number one receiver. That's never a bad thing. Oh, I found Kevin's. It says Jacoby Brissett or Zay Flowers.
Oh, must be super flex. I think you got to go Brissett, right? Brissett's good enough.
Yeah, if it's super flex, again, I would say always, but usually you want to start a quarterback, just way more upside there. All right, and then we got Bobby with another one. He missed his answer earlier. Okay, so Ted Sutton, Slayton Pierce.
Sutton. Sutton's my number one.
Yeah, Sutton there. And then we got Allen R. Pick one, running back, one tight end. Benungai Vidal Jones.
I'm going to go Aaron Jones if he plays, otherwise Vidal, and I'm going to go Loveland at tight end.
Good with that. And then let's see. We're really not that far behind anymore. We just want to make sure we definitely. Oh, good to know, Jerry's. I always see Jerry DeMook on Draftland. I saw your question today. I didn't know that was you, Jerry. All right. Makes sense. Poom. Crichton Tong is back. Just picked up Watson and Zacchaeus. Waiver got Douglas, Austin, Westbrook, Wilson, Besh, Leggett, Cooks. I need two receivers. Ouch. Well, I guess Douglas for one.
Yeah, I think Watson's fine. Like, I don't know if I'm starting any of those guys over Watson. I mean, I would start Pop over Watson, but not any of the other guys. I would drop Zacchaeus and pick up Douglas. I would go Watson and Douglas.
Yeah, Douglas is the one I like best in that group. Watson next. I agree. Real quick, I'd like Chabuk Kewar. Is Olave still a good play? Yes, he is.
Yes.
Check the Boom video. It's coming out soon. Sidekick Kid, Bo Nix or Justin Herbert?
Yeah, I'm just going to go Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Not because I'm worried like, the running backs are going to dominate tonight. Just it's Justin Herbert's in a much better pass offense. Juice needs to Franklin Wandale Keenan, who sits.
Keenan sits.
Lex Dad. Have Hurts and Sam. What is a fair RB trade value for Hurts?
Single QB. Maybe you could get Chase Brown, Jalen Warren, maybe Judkins or Rico.
Yeah, Rico might be hard these days, but yeah. What about if Reese doesn't have a good game this week? Keep Reese.
If that's your jive, sure. If you like the starting running back for the worst team in the NFL, sure.
It could be worse. No, it can't be worse. All right, G for Gamer Kid. Got the membership. Thank you.
Thank
Gamer
you.
Kid. Trade Gadsden, Woody, and Henderson for Jalen Warren. That seems like too much.
Yeah, that seems like too much. I think, why can't you just do, I don't know. Why can't you just do, I don't know if Gadsden by himself is enough, but why can't you do, Gadsden and Henderson or something?
Yeah, I don't think you should need to trade all of those guys. I mean, I'd try Gadsden and Woody, and they might not get it done, but he wouldn't take that, is what he says. Well, you could try for somebody else. Doesn't have to be Warren. And you're looking for a consistent flex. If it's full PPR, I'd rather have a consistent wide receiver anyways. So, all right. I think we've got all the super chats and the member questions answered. I think so. Unless somebody slides in here the last minute. We got 2 minutes till kickoff. Make sure you set at the very least your Thursday night players if you have any. So let's see. Baron, easy one. Yes. Start Bowers. Why would you not start Bowers?
Yes.
just yes. Harrison. Dobbins or what? QJ?
I do like QJ this week, but I think Dobbins is just so much safer, and he's in a good spot. I'm going to go Dobbins.
Yeah, QJ is now startable again at least, but Dobbins tonight. All right, another one from Alan. Jordan Love or Jacoby Brissett?
Jordan Love. Jordan Love.
Yes, Baron. Over Gadsden? Yes. Start Bowers.
Yes.
And then let's do one more here. Why not? This is Chonkum 1MG. You already got Buka, so flex Tez or Rashad White?
I think you got to go Rashad White with Bucky out.
Oh, here we go. A couple more at the last minute. Brian Babulich. How can I get out from BTJ?
I mean, unless you're willing to take scraps, you can't.
You package him with somebody else who is pretty good. That's what you do. Make him the sweetener, not the main deal. Cardo super chatted. Here's the question. Margenti, Warren, Nico, start 2, Wilson, Olave, Sutton, Tracy, Myers.
Wilson, Olave.
Yeah, those first 2. Keep Genti in there. Broncos tonight or Browns?
I think you got to go Browns against the Jets.
Yeah, it's funny. He says, feel like Broncos might be trapped. Well, I don't think they're a trap. Like, they'll still be fine. It doesn't mean Gino will throw 3 interceptions, but Browns against the Jets, like, no worries there. Go Browns. Yep. All right. I think we're going to have to call it because the game is starting. Oh, wait, JB. Another one. Start 2, Franklin, Pierce, Walker, Otten.
Franklin and Pierce.
Yeah, do those first 2. Get Franklin in there. All right. Now I think we're caught up and the game is about to start. So yeah, let's give Jerry the last word here because I always enjoy this. Where is it? May everybody on here win, and the worst, a pox upon your enemies. I mean, just in fantasy football, you know.
Yeah, just in fantasy. Yes.
But yes, the worst luck on your ends. Exactly. All right. Well, there we go. Make sure you get your Thursday night players set. Don't flex them. Put them in the right spot. And then join us on Saturday and Sunday. We'll go over all the latest injury news once we know what's going on. Remember, you can ask your questions anytime on Draft Lane. It's a free download from the App Store or the Play Store. Use code ENDGAME. Get 10 free points to ask your questions. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. All right, guys. Thanks, and we'll see you on the weekend.